In this video, we're going to go over what it looks like to create your own strategy on Invo. So the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out how to decide on what portfolios you're going to follow. So there's two places you can look for them. One is the Fire Moves feed. The second is the search feed. So you can see the portfolios that the most amount of people are following, and then you can also see the ones that have done the best based on P&L today, this week, month, and year. So let's say if I clicked on this user's portfolio who's 38 trades in a row, I can see all of their past trades. I can see their overall performance. So 397 trades, 97% win rate, and up over 762%. I can also see how many people are following this portfolio. It's close to 18,000. So some of the top mimic traders will look at is how is their performance over the last 20 trades, because the market's constantly changing. So maybe this trader is really good when the markets are going down, but they're not good when the markets are going up, or maybe they're good when it's going up or down, but if the markets get choppy, they don't perform as well. So you could look at their last 20 trades, see how they're doing, and decide if you would want to add them to your watch list. So this user is doing good. So I might want to add them to my watch list, turn my notifications on, and get notified each time they take a trade. The other thing you'll want to think through when you're creating your own strategy is managing risk. So let's say if I click Mimic on this trade, this user has 13% of their portfolio on 10x leverage. So you'll have to decide how much you want to risk per trade. So if you decide I want to do 5 or 15, you can adjust that each time. And then you also want to keep track of your leverage, because if you enter a trade with 3x leverage and $10, that's $30 going into the market, versus 10x lev and $10, that's $100 going into the market. So one of the biggest and most important things you can do when trading is managing risk. So you never really want 100% of your portfolio in one trade, because if that trader loses that trade, now you're completely wiped out. So coming up with a strategy to manage risk is really important. And then once you feel like you're getting the hang of things, you can also create your own strategy and take your own trades. So if I click this blue plus here, click live trade, let's say I want to short the market, I can now come up with a strategy. Say I use trend lines or EMAs or order flow, and come up with a system to decide whether you think the markets are going to go up or down, and then start taking your own trades. If I created a strategy and I think Bitcoin's going to go down now, I could, let's say, put 5% of my portfolio. Maybe I want to do it at 20x leverage, swipe up, and now I'm in my own BTC short. The last note I would have is when coming up with your own strategy for mimicking traders, you can decide if you don't want to be too long or short in the market. So if a bunch of traders are short and you're in 10 shorts and the market goes up, now you've added that risk. So maybe you want to even out somewhat between long and shorts. Maybe you only want to follow traders with 100 or more closed trades or 100% or more P&L. So again, you can come up with however you want to trade, and then once you get the hang of things, you can also use the trading tools that Invo offers to create your own strategy and take your own trades. Appreciate everyone watching. I'll talk to you soon.